Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so, why is it currently lagging? So, yeah, we're here to finish the event. Wait, why is it lagging? Wait just a minute. Okay, I think I got it. So let's adjust the time to 6.
Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end. But it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day here. So it should be plain sailing.
Yeah.
Well, just as long as we don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course. The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
Oh.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
I know that voice.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
What's with that winking at us? Have you heard the news that we were working in here? And she said we, that means she's not alone. Who else did she went with? Is it Sino? Coley.
Farzan! Oops, Madam
Anyways.
Farzan. Oh my. Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
You were just winking at us.
You the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu? I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel the world.
Wait. I think I recognized those shoes.
Madam Farzan.
Oh, even Layla.
Please. Slow down. None of us slept last night. How come Madam Farzan still has so much energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going.
Layla, you don't go telling a lady about her age.
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Why? Really? That's so surprising.
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this combination.
Why don't you all take a seat and catch your breath? You invite the 3 to sit and explain that you're helping out and
Temporary
wash
chef,
in.
huh? Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties. So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about being an onboard consultant? I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential.
Oh, she's talking about the
Right
boat.
now, we're
are doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port.
Dormant Port?
Oh, Madame Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
That sounds like illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farazan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the...
Farazan, Madam Farazan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best.
Why, Dory, aren't you a hypocrite? You always try to sell me your most expensive wares, and now you're telling me that the most expensive does not always mean the best. Why? The pot calling the kettle black, aren't you?
I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future.
That's actually a good point.
No.
Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
Huh? Oh, that's not because of hunger.
Yeah, it's because she's very sleepy right now. Anyways, I don't think I have Layla yet. Yeah, I've only tried her in trial versions, but I don't actually have the very character.
Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farazan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away.
Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked?
Because you are being tricked.
So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler.
Oh my.
No seafood and nothing that takes too long to cook. The rest is up to you.
I had my eye on Adeptus Temptation, bamboo shoot soup, and golden shrimp balls, but I suppose they'll have to wait for the next time. But that could be years from now.
Say that could be
Madame Farazan looks so deflated all of a sudden. Please still try to choose dishes on the expensive side, okay?
You're not mistaking it. It is. You are being told, Farazan.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
That Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
I'd bet Mora that she is.
This isn't Liuli Pavilion or Xinhua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest. As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
What?
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
That is. Yeah, what
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat. You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This dish is unique in offering a
Like a
harmonious
noodle?
blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise!
Do you think I'll be able to pull it off?
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
But you're not supposed
Believe
to
in
work.
yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
As always. Okay, let's start. Cribbling strings and rushing reeds. So it's like a noodle. Is it? It's like a noodle dish? Just meat as the noodle. Wait, I shouldn't have read the recipe. Press at the right moment to prep. That was so quick. After holding release at the right moment to mix. This kind of events are the ones I like the most. Orioles, red brilliance, mountains upon mountains, stable balance. Yeah, I should just leave it like that, I suppose. Finish plating.
Food's ready! Please enjoy.
Ooh, smells delightful.
Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
Are you sure? It's an expensive story.
Did Dory just offer us a free meal? When did she become so generous?
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in. This
feel
dish
like
looks
there's
simple
trouble.
enough. And I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario, maybe 10,000 mora?
I am sorry to disappoint you. It's 30,000 Mora.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy.
Layla's the only one
I
who's
just
not
wanna eat up and get
not
to
picking up numbers.
bed.
We can see the sharpening
Is this foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Quite marvelous. How is this made?
The smokiness is from the ham. That was my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere. Oh.
Haha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Xiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times? How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
Well, you see, that's a trade secret.
I know some special cooking techniques. It's just a matter of practice. It's just a matter of practice, but this is the first time we're cooking here.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Of course.
Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also,
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble? The name,
No,
if I'm
she
not
knows.
mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish.
how did you know all that?
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
Yeah.
Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
She became
Paimon
wide
almost
awake.
forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway, how much does this dish cost?
She's not
Oh,
realizing
don't worry,
it.
not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
30,000?
Look at the smile on Paimon's face.
About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you. So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
30,000 actually is an outrageous amount for the most magnanimous lords of Elbay. I'll talk to the boss. We should be able to do a 20% discount. Which one? Which one? uh...
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
But every single mora matters, you know? All right. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
I don't feel sorry anymore.
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some food in me. Delicious food really does wonders for one's spirits.
I never thought you'd take on such strenuous work.
My advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and see the stars in other skies. Maybe I can think of it as my first internship experience. But it sure is exhausting.
I am feeling sleepy whenever I hear her yawn.
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Maybe start by giving it a fancy-sounding name?
Be honest, you chose Wangshu in to try and save money, didn't you? By the way, that whole spiel about no seafood and not taking too long to cook. Be honest, you chose Wangshu in to try and save money, didn't you? It's almost practically the same.
I should have known you'd see through me. Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I made the offer last night, so I figured they probably wouldn't be able to eat all that much today. Well, you saw how that turned out. I tried placing some limitations on the order to keep costs under control, but you still found a way around my schemes. That's what I get for not thoroughly researching the market beforehand.
Hey, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fairly next time and don't be so stingy.
You're one to talk, Paimon. You preload whenever you get the chance.
Well, yeah, but that's why Paimon's qualified to talk about this.
Hello, Pot. Meet Kettle.
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this trembling strings and rushing reeds was still quite impressive. Thank you for making it.
I never thought you'd take a job away from any ruins.
Well, about that. Even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, Dory's offer was quite enticing. She said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru. I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest possible pay to undercut all my Kasharawar competitors.
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you.
You and Paimon work flat out till closing time, serving countless customers. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we only have 3 hours, so we need to finish all of it. So let's go. So it really just depends on where you are that the clock will race up to the sky and see how day and night transitions. There are some places where it doesn't and it just transitions where the traveler stands.
Morning! Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks again.
You're supposed to be. You're
Great work! Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
But oh no, that's Ito.
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Wait,
Almost.
who else?
I think you meant fellow Inazuman abroad, boss.
Who are
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this
it's
far from
Ayato.
home. Don't we, Ayato?
Oh, Bull Checker! What are you doing here?
Huh? Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too! All my buddies in one place! God, today's my lucky day!
You're lucky.
You say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
Yeah, that is true.
That can wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy food.
Wait, I'm actually here to check whether Shinyuan would take them as students. You know, cloud retainer.
Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
Yeah, that is. The look Kushina was facing to say, don't ask. So what about you, Ayato? Don't Kushina.
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came
What?
here as soon as I could. But, alas, it was too late.
Wait, are you saying that there is... Oh, he was talking about earlier. He's talking about the earlier event of the Onikabuto, right? Right. It hasn't been that long and Ito is back again. Ito is back again.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a bummer.
You
Quite
know, you
the
were there.
Bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got compadres to feed.
I'm the chef.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
But the main chef is another guy.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
We are the chef. You and Paimon go to the kitchen and fetch Smiley and Xiao.
May I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the Palace Jewels, a Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds.
No, not that one. They're...
Boss,
It's
don't
right.
forget the budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
Down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows.
Wait. Did I just hear Ayana say bro? Oh my god. This is really... Oh my god, I am laughing so hard. No. We need to be quiet because people are sleeping and you too, oh no. Oh.
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, because bros just knows.
No, shut up,
Is this
Ito.
for real? Oh, whatever.
Shut up,
Paimon's leaving you
Ito.
guys to it.
Shut up, Ito. Shut up. Oh no.
Seriously, if I'd blinked, I would have missed it. Crimson Staff just launched itself at Bloom Pruner and sent it flying.
I'd expect no less of the bona fide Beetle Battle King himself. It sounds like a truly epoch-defining duel.
Alright, I'll leave you to bro to talk. To catch up.
The air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway, thanks for taking the hint earlier. I'll fill you in later.
As always. Oh, let's not fly over the counter next time, okay? There is food in there and we can't. It's not hygienic.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Tofu?
Wait!
Yeah, there is
Tofu's
something
made of
like
beans,
that.
isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that! Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Hayato like I do. I hereby declare that Humbly Enough will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Arataki Ito!
Well, there goes that.
Where's our food at? Hurry up! I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
There's
As you can
fire.
see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
If we're locked in now, we gotta cook that dish. How about we throw some free appetizers in?
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
I never knew tofu allergy was even a thing. Okay, I'll handle the appetizers. You take care of the main event.
I can help too. Don't worry, I'm qualified. I passed Liyue's senior culinary exam once.
We're even having Shinobu help. Ito, you're becoming a nuisance. So this is what they mean when they said that Ito is like bullying through every event. Almost every event, at least. Perhaps at the right moment to prep. All right. Oh no. So that's what happened. We don't actually let Paimon eat it. Right. I should have just let the first one be what it is that they prepared, though. Humbly enough. I should have known.
Food's here!
No.
Oh, so this is Humbly Enough. You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Now that I finished in the kitchen, I'm a guest too. Maybe let me dig in first.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on, dive in. I'll wait till last.
Come on, play along, Hayato. You hope Paimon and Shinobu help yourselves with very little leaving behind.
I see.
Yeah.
Finally, it's my turn.
Hayato got it.
Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Wait! Don't!
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
You got this, Paimon. You know the drill.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet!
No.
Well, origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
Yeah.
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Well, can't have that going to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
We're going so far back just to prevent Ito from eating.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Got it.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
It shouldn't have.
Darn, there's no segue to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
No. Poor Paimon. But we're already beyond stuff.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dregs, why don't ya? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Oh no.
Wait, boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me.
Oh.
They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However,
Well,
if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
well, Ayato, thank you very much. I'm so sorry, Ayaka and Toma, for using you as a shield. Well, this is to save Ito, and Toma already knows Ito's situation anyway, so I suppose he wouldn't mind. They could probably laugh about this little tale when Ayato heads back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course. Including mine and Ayato's.
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it. I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I? In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
That was so fancy.
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue.
You didn't really come for the Onikabuto fighting contest, did you? Yeah, I'm certainly for sure you made business with Liyue. Especially to the higher up.
Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip is part business, part leisure.
How come you didn't come to the Lantern Rite then?
Every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. For others, all the more reason to avoid the crowds. In any case, one way or another, I seem to have ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover tofu... Yes, I'm sure Toma will dispose of it as he sees fit.
Oh, don't waste food. It's alright, you all can eat it. I mean, you did just eat it as well. You're such a waste of food, Ayato. I'll tell Ayako on you.
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done.
So why did you really come to Liyue?
Well, thing is...
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here. After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster Hanakato.
Just because he's here already. No other reason.
Oh.
Here, kitty, kitty,
Wait, that sounded like Chi-Chi.
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in.
The rest of the day passes without incident. Okay, so on to the next one. Is this the last one? I remember there were 4 left from yesterday, so this has got to be the last one, right? Right, this is the last one. Okay, so who is the last one? At least Dory is still smiling here. Again, 6 o'clock. But wait a minute, if Ito has become a sailor, does that mean there is chances that he'll show up in Fontaine too, in Sumeru? At Mondstadt? I don't think he has been to Mondstadt yet, right? Is this what they mean?
How time flies. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow. You've really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again?
So who's going to be next? The day passes without incident.
We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
The day still isn't over yet.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lenny and his siblings came around about this time the first day, didn't they?
Oh.
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Amber? And Eula and Mika, too! Are you here for dinner? Why so late in the day?
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate. But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Ooh, so this is Eula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, welcome to Washer Inn. May I take your order?
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
We're currently the chef.
The traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef
Wait.
takes back the reins.
Paimon, did you just say her cooking? Paimon, the one who's currently beside you is Aether. Aether the Traveler, not Lumine the Traveler. Oh, come on.
Wow, really?
Anyways.
Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this.
Really? But you've always having my cooking.
So, what shall we get?
I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Or when you go into
Something small, I
reconnaissance?
suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Eesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh?
He still
And I
ended up in
guess-
her.
I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Anything. You don't really tell anything. Anything goes. It's not exactly easy. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I'm sorry. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I could pick from the menu at random, but I'd feel more comfortable leaving the chef to choose.
Oh, one thing. I know I said I don't mind what we have, but no alcohol, please. Neither of them can drink. It's a real pity.
I've still got some sparkling water here.
This is so difficult, you guys. I really like Mika's book at the back. This is such a headache. Guys, please, don't just say that you leave it for the chest. Well, there is a chef's recommendation, and it's also written at the menu. Well, I suppose so.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess. Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on. Show them what you've got.
So you're leaving it to me. Let me think. What do they like? What could they be craving? Huh. Anything goes. We cook it. Anything goes. Is there really a recipe of anything goes? Really here? A simple dish filled with rich flavors straight from the wok. Made from stir-fried ham, burnt eggs, rice, and all manner of other ingredients. They say that the myriad recipes for fried rice have resulted in it being considered the first choice for those who don't know what to eat at the moment. Off note is the fact that this simple dish is, in truth, quite the comprehensive test of a chef's capabilities. Only skill and will, they say, will get you a dish that brings back memories of home. Serve them up. That was almost hard. Oh. Oh. Anything goes. But I suppose eating fried rice is.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
But,
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So, tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
anything
It's
goes.
called... guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right? Oh, hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name, it's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
Basic ingredients? Simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here. Or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
The finest dish in the world, but it's the one you need right now.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
You've been on the road for a long time, and you've only been eating field rations the entire time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
Oh, kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
And
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Liyue cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Xiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
what makes for a tasty dish is highly subjective. Everyone's got their own preferences. But a chef caters to all comers. Gotta put ourselves in their shoes. And that's a chef's passion for putting smiles on customers' faces.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name, though, right? Have we come up with a name for this dish yet?
I hadn't really thought that far. Do you have any ideas?
How about Right at Home?
Yeah, I think it's much more better than anything goes. What do you have to say, Eula?
The rations we brought were adapted for my signature moon pies. To come up with something even tastier, I gotta hand it to you. You did a great job. Still, please do drop by and try a few Stormcrest pies next time you're in town. I insist.
Alright, we'll drop by, especially Feynman. She won't say no to a free meal. Amber?
Sorry, I zoned out just now. Didn't see you coming.
You got something on your
Yeah.
mind?
That food you cooked for us just now? It reminded me of the meals my grandfather used to make for me. I thought I'd forgotten how they tasted, but it all came rushing back. He used to make Liyue dishes all the time. I'd do my outrider training with him until the evening, then wait
he's
patiently
probably
at the dinner
from-
table.
Could it be that
I'd
he's
sit there with the
originally
smell
from
of
Liyue?
delicious food wafting in from the kitchen, waiting for him to finally emerge with the goods. Sometimes we'd have Eula around for dinner, and even though she'd always find something to complain about, I could tell she really enjoyed the food.
So maybe she remembers too, and maybe that's why she suggested you come here for dinner.
Your words, not mine. Don't ask her about it. She'll only give you another earful.
Yeah, let's keep that to ourselves. Hi, Mika.
Back when I was on the expedition with the Grand Master, I was often put in charge of cooking.
Oh.
Under the circumstances,
So that's why.
I could only cook some pretty crude meals. But everyone still enjoyed them a lot.
Well.
Maybe passion was the secret ingredient then, too.
Oh, we're finally here.
There you are. Thank you for all of your hard work over the past few days.
My pleasure, assuming it's still being paid, that is.
Straight down to brass tacks, are we? Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant.
Well, I, for one, look forward to enjoying your cooking many more times in the future.
Anytime. Bring some friends with you next time, and I'll show you all what Smiley and Xiao can do when working with both hands intact.
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.
That is so nice. Okay, so we're all done. Right at home, right? Customers come from all corners of the world bringing their varied tastes with them. Meeting each of their needs is the first step to becoming a chef. After a day's hard work, you and Paimon are now able to deal with daily kitchen grind. This is unless some truly picky customers come calling. According to Smiley and Xiao, you should be fine no matter how tricky the customer, but it seems that every such utterance tempts fate. And the last one, this is your final day of employment as a temporary chef. You wonder if this day will pass by peacefully. That's very, very nice. Alright, and that's it for today's video. And then we have a new one. Just mysterious statues have suddenly appeared in the Delpa Gorge. Oh, that's in Mondstadt, right? And looks like a new villager. I'll miss this. I'll miss this counter. The other day, the innkeeper asked me to prepare a new dish that would attract more guests. It should be presentable, tasty, but also stylish and artisan. Oh, and have personality. No, I just triggered it. What did you make? I gave it all I had, really. I utilized everything I learned in Honeymoon. Candy, silk flower, Genshin, and lotus seed duck soup. But it would shake his head and everything and asked me to give it another thought. But I've already reached my limit. Alright, I still gotta cook something for that freeloader. It's about time he came around. Do you mean Jiangsu? Unless you know of any other parasites who shamelessly come here every day asking for food. Since you're already here, why don't you grab a bite too? You can sit over there and I'll serve the food when it's ready. Sit by the table.
Too salty.
I'll be missing this table counter. We have worked through hard times. Cooking. Farewell. Alright, before I forget. I know, you guys. You don't need to say anything. I almost forgot. We can't. This. And let's go to Liyue Harbor first. To get our completed commission Mara. Unfortunately, I didn't get one from yesterday's video because there is still one. It was just 1/4 left, but didn't manage to complete it.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
But it's still available though, the daily quest. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Iron stomachs.
I'm going. I have so many things and so many recipes. Chenyu brew. Jade vein TX. Duck confit. Tea smoke squab. Bodhi. Alright, that's so typical. Bodhi nor ox palms. I probably bastard that one. Fontaine aspic. Cream of mushroom soup. Right at home. Humbly enough. Trebling strings and rush the palace jewels. Rainbow macarons. Cassoulet. Consome. Tomates Narbonnaise. I don't want to read any more of these. Okay, fine. Let's go back to Wangshuyan. Since the event is in Wangshuyan, let's end it at our counter before it disappears. Does it disappear? I don't think it does disappear. I don't really go so much inside here. But this is my counter for this event, so yeah.
Too salty.
I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.